I just realized that my mic wasn't all the way down, so I might have to record the intro again. So I'm gonna do that instead of just like possibly leaving a minute of silence like a dickhead out of laziness. I don't want to be lazy. Um, right now I'm just working on smoothness tracking and also edge tracking at the same time. Big goal, I know, but anything is possible. Anything is possible. Um, as you can see, this is the test score that I did last. I'm taking time to write down my scores. I want to keep like an aim book to look at the end of the year and see my progress. You know, feels it'll be something good. I feel like, and I'll share it with you guys. I should probably start dating it, so I'll do that. I'll date it today. Today marks the actual day of the book. I'm gonna be trying to aim train every day. Right now, I'm just rambling. I'm not even writing because I can't really multitask on two, three things at the same time. Well, certain things at the same time. I can talk and play the game, but I can't like talk and write, which is weird. So let me shut up real quick. Write this down. It's gonna take like 10 seconds of silence, and then I'll be back. Since I'm close to my high score already, I'm hoping that I can hit that. But as far as the future, I really, really would love to go pro. So I've been working on that, and I was saying in the intro before I had to restart it that I'm so excited about the future that I want to cry tears of joy, honestly. I don't, uh, I can't even focus because I'm getting so emotional right now. Like, all of my work is paying off, bro, and I'm excited. Like, I didn't even like music in the first place. I'm happy that I didn't get famous from that, to be honest. I wouldn't even have adapted to the lifestyle with the way that my nervous system is, and I see that now. So I understand why I haven't even like really indulged myself in that fully, like I've done with gaming. Like I guess that was just like my subconscious telling me like, hey, bro, this really isn't for us, you know. Which is a good thing. Like it taught me a lot. It taught me about myself. It taught me about people, how people react to when you have plans and the plans don't come through. A lot of people leave, but that's life, you know. People leave, new people show up, and if they leave, new people show up. But I feel like pretty soon I'm gonna be able to build relationships with people that stay. Like most of the time I've spent alone, like sometimes purposely to get away from bullshit. Most times, honestly, just from environment. And I'm not gonna go into too much detail. I'm not even gonna go in any detail. You can just fill in the blanks with that. But as far as now, like separated from things completely. Past 2 years, really 3 years, I've been working on myself a lot, bro. Had some failures, obviously. Everybody falls on their face sometimes. Mine was addiction, chasing love, things of that nature, you know. Basically chasing feelings. Never chase a feeling, ever. Because what you're chasing really isn't even a feeling. It's the first time you felt it. And you want to feel the same way you felt the first time you felt happiness, first time you felt love, but it's not possible. And you'll also end up building something better. And then because whatever you build now, it'll last. It's not something that's fleeting. It's not something that's, how do I say, pointless to put your time into something just to see if it works, you know? Because life is learning, and learning is trial and fucking error. Sad to say, our trial and error comes with emotions tied to it. So, I don't know. Dealing with emotions is, how do I say, it's a tricky topic. Like, I've had emotional problems all of my life, from being abandoned, shit like that. Not really having a consistent person I felt as though I could talk to due to life experiences. When I had people around I could talk to, it's just comfortability, you know. It took a very long time to get comfortable even talking to my father and my grandmother about my issues. Therapists I never talked to, like, for years, bro. Like, when I was in third grade, I never spoke to them until, like, I was 16. And I barely said much then. Like, I don't know. I've always been like to myself, thinking I can handle the world alone. It's just impossible. Like, you can't handle the world by yourself. You physically just can't. It's too much weight. The world is like a trillion fucking pounds, bro. What are you gonna do? You just die. Like, you'll get so burnt out. This is supposed to be like an aim training video. It's turning into like a philosophy video, which I kind of like. I don't know. Sounds good to me at least. Maybe I just like hearing myself talk. Everybody does at some point. Like, before I used to hate my voice. That's one thing I've been loving now. It's like the ability to make music made me way more comfortable with speaking, especially into a microphone, which is going to help this become a lot more natural. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've done 4 runs so far. I'm gonna do 10 on camera. Well, 10 total, not 10 more, because I've already done an hour of aim training earlier and 30 minutes before this. I wanted to record 20 minutes of aim training and me, like, giving a little bit of like tips and talking about life and things. But the tips I'll give will start now. The life chat, yeah, the life yapping is going to stop now because it's already been 8 minutes. So when tracking, I feel as though we might have it wrong. Alright, staying in the middle of the target as much as possible is very nice. Like, it helps a lot. I'm going to try edge tracking and see, but when I'm like ignoring edge tracking on the board and shit, it's not like out of ego. It's just because I feel as though if I'm in the middle of the target, no matter what direction that they move, it'll be way easier than sitting on the edge of the target in game. Because I will be relying on like a pixel of hitbox versus a massive hitbox, if you understand what I'm getting at. Now, edge tracking does have its like uses. I'm not gonna lie and say it doesn't, and be like this is completely dog shit. Don't use it. Like, but what I'm saying is like you have to learn when to use both, which is why I am incorporating edge tracking into my training now, since I figured that I have a good enough idea of training from hitting the scores that I've hit. Like, not to brag, but like I just fucking hit, I think, ranked 13 out of 770 people on this, on camera, like just talking. No ego involved in that sentence. I swear. That's like an observation. So I feel like I feel like I can speak on the things I can speak on. Well, I can speak on the things I want to speak on so far, even though it's early in my journey and I'm still learning. Well, early in my journey on console, at least, I had it like a year or two on fucking mobile aim training. I even learned the Bartles method on there, which was like insane. It was it's so hard to learn that on fucking mobile, bro. But I'm happy that I did. From now on, this video is just gonna be mostly silence, maybe me just giving tips like I just did. Um, but the main tip from that is incorporate different forms of tracking in your gameplay. You see that I get off a target, it's because I'm 60 days back on controller. I'm not like an aim god or anything by any means, trust me. I still have a lot of issues like getting off the target massively like that again. And also click timing, which I'm working on. I have a click timing routine right now that's an hour long. I'm really trying to push myself to see how good I can get. I'm taking Kobe's mindset with gaming. Like, I do this shit all day. I, for some reason, I have like 323 hours on Apex, even with its current state, since I've been back in this last 2 months. And I have enough knowledge of that game to know when people are cheating. So many people are cheating. Like, I had no problem running against a 1% player. Like, that's fine. Like a top 1% player or like good players, that's fine. I don't complain about that. I have no problem with that. But if I'm getting this insta dead, that's not a fight. That's just cheating. Like there's there's no question, bro. I don't care if your input is on controller, mouse and key. Insta death is cheating. Like aim assist is not that strong, bro. I don't care what any PC player says. Aim assist is not that strong where you insta delete someone. You may have instances where your health goes faster because their tracking is good better than yours or better than you expected, and it makes you feel like you just got instant beam. But that's not the case for most people. Like I say right now, like the cheating percentage of gamers, sadly, is probably like 10-20% of the population on Apex, which is terrible. Like they try to say like the max infection rate is like 4% now. That's a lie. That is a complete lie, bro. Still a lot of cheaters. They even shut down the fucking the Discord for a little bit because so many people, so many console players have been reporting people manually because that's the only way we can deal with the cheaters that have AI currently because they just won't build an AI anti-cheat. $1 billion company, by the way. EA, just invest in yourself. Make sure your game. It's like, why is it so hard for game companies to figure out, bro? If we pay for the game, it's an investment in ourselves and also the game. So it works out. It works out for the community, even though we have backhanded efforts behind it. Because let's be honest, all these companies just want money from us. I'm not gonna sit here and act like they don't. But I would willingly let you show me out if your game runs properly. Like that's all, bro. All I ask, if you want to run my pockets, if you want to rob me blind, make it sound good before you do it. I spent so much money coming back to this game, thinking I was gonna be able to like stream in its current state or make content in its current state. I've been able to make like a couple videos. Don't get me wrong. Like I had the 1v1 video against the guy that got angry because I was learning controller again. That was fun. And then I had the max sensitivity fiasco, max ADS sense fiasco for like a month and a half. That was also pretty fun. I don't know. Taught me a lot, especially how to spot when things are iffy, like as far as like other players and situations and things. Because Apex, you need good game sense. Like you need to be aware if even like if one player on the enemy team is better than his teammates, like at all times. Like if that nigga beams you, beam him back. Well, see if you can. See if he was lucky. If he was lucky, you know he just got lucky. If he kills you, you're dead on the floor and you don't have to peek again. That's the mindset that I had before. But now it's like I'm starting to think a little more. It's like, okay, I get cracked, heal up, go to another angle. I'm getting back into the groove of how to think on video games instead of just feeling like a bot, which is a good thing. And my aim is there. And game sense is zero, pretty much. Well, I can't say zero, like 30. Game sense is at 30. Oh, that's a little too gracious. Like 50. I've been watching videos on how to get better game sense, positioning, and all of that. And then once I like jog my memory enough on how to play games properly and efficiently, then I want to take on teaching, like at some point. Not now, but within the near future. Like probably a year or two in, when I know that like I'm consistent, and I know that I know what I'm talking about. Because right now, some things are theories that I explore and they work so far, but theories may have a plateau at some point. Maybe it's just like a thought process to the end of it, like you have to finish the thought. Or you just need to try to incorporate the same thing that others have been doing with that thing. Let's see if you can make a breakthrough with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, I got 4 more runs. How long have I been talking for? 16 minutes. So I'm just gonna do them. Then I'm gonna cut the video short because I was able to get to the 20-minute mark that I wanted to make. And on screen, I'll just put tips and things while I'm speaking. If you want to pause, I'll say that in the beginning of the video and also at the end, just in case you want to rewind and things. I don't know. That was really good. Okay. That's one thing that's good too. Always celebrate your small ones. Even if it's just 10%, even if it's just like a 10 score added, you beat your PB. Doesn't matter, bro. Like in the gym, 5 pounds, that's a lot. Added to 300, 310, even. Shit, even like a regular bar in 5 pounds for some people. Shit, I know it's probably gonna be that way for me when I start getting back in the weightlifting. Like for some reason, my continuity and like motor skills with weightlifting is terrible. I'm not gonna get into that though. I've already spent enough time ranting. Alright, two more to go. No way, I just got 3K. I'm so happy about that. Alright, wait. If I do this with less tension, maybe like 20% less. Try that. Not less speed, less tension. Not less speed, less tension. Hmm, okay, I'll work on that. Felt better. Okay, that's it. Guys, have a good one.